Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whatever time you're joining us from. This is MVP Show with the Oyinbooke. Thank you everyone for joining. And I promise today is going to be really, really exciting. It's going to be an opportunity for us to learn about the Microsoft Most Valuable Professional Program and how you can join or understand who these people are, what career growth can this bring to you, and to take us further, I have with me a special guest for today, impressing of Oluwatobi Yusuf, the latest MVP in town right now. I mean, you got to celebrate this talent. Hi, Toby. How are you today?
Hi, thanks very much. I'm fine, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Okay, great. And I believe you've seen our intro video of the MVP show, and I welcome you all once again. First, my name is Oluwatobi Yusuf. I'm a senior cloud advocate at Microsoft. But before that, I was an MVP. So today I'm proud to say I'm an ex MVP. Once an MVP is always an MVP. And to be honest, I wasn't up to a year in this MVP program before I joined Microsoft. And I can tell you more as Oluwatobi even share his own story with us. So before we go fully into the MVP program, I will let Toby to introduce himself. Over to you, Toby. We want to meet you.
Okay, thank you, Olariwaju. So yes, my name is Oluwatobi Yusuf. I think I'll start with I'm one of the latest MVP. I'm also a Microsoft certified trainer, and I lead the business process engineering team at Axon Massage. Basically, what I love doing, I love community service, I love working in the community, I love interacting with people of like minds, I love sharing knowledge. And then a little hint into my daily job is I basically check out for business pain points, in my business or in the business. So I tend to understand the business, I check out for the business pain point, and I come up with solutions to solve that. And mind you, I do all of that leveraging low code. That is a brief introduction for myself. Thank you.
Ooh, that's interesting to see that we have people who are now specialized in assessing business pain points and finding ways to bring solutions to them. In fact, using low code. That's impressive. And to see that you're actually leading that team, it shows there's a growth in the low code industry, even in Nigeria. The next topic we're going to bring up here is who is a Microsoft most valuable professional. How do you know them? So
All
how will you
right.
describe Toby who an MVP is? Do I see the label on their head, or how do you even know that someone is an MVP? How will you, describe an MVP?
Okay, so you won't sit on their head. It's not written on plain plan on their head written MVP. No. So MVPs are exceptional community leaders and who have shown expertise in that field of experience. And they've done a lot. They've contributed to community. They've given a lot of their time to community. So those are basically people that are selected. And mind you, the word there is exceptional. They are exceptional. Exceptional as community leaders, or exceptional as community contributors, and also exceptional in their technical knowledge. That's who I would describe an MVP to be. And that's how you know them.
Interesting. So let's put it this way. You mean an MVP is someone who is technically sound at what he or she does,
Exactly.
and also exceptional in he or she's contribution to community.
Exactly. Exactly.
So these two things made an MVP. Anyone around you see today who loves community and give back to the community, huge in terms of contribution, and also include stand in whatsoever he or she is doing. We're going to see those processes shortly. You're going to say, oh, what are the categories? Must it be code first? Must you be someone who is writing code before you can become an MVP? We'll see that shortly. But just before we move there, I want us to enjoy and relax with this 60 minutes in 16 seconds intro video once again. Let's go to the video. Welcome back. So we're back again, and this is the MVP show with TheOyinbooke, and I have right here with me Oluwatobi Yusuf, who is the latest Microsoft most valuable professional business application in Nigeria, and we are so proud and happy to have you here, Toby. Just before, in case you're just joining us, we talked about we've met Oluwatobi Yusuf, who he is, and we've also talked about who a Microsoft most valuable professional is, and two things stood out for us: someone who is technically sound, and also someone who loves and give back to the community. So these two things are very important in the life cycle or in the gene of an MVP. And now we want to talk about the program. We've learned about the person. How about the program? What is the MVP program? I mean, how will you describe this, Oluwatobi?
Okay. S- Okay. So to talk about the MVP program, I would say basically bringing together all of these MVPs together. So to get started or to apply, definitely an MVP must first, nominate you to get started into this program. I'm sure that will give us more into that. Once an MVP nominates you the to get into the program, that is, the person must have seen that you've demonstrated, exceptional community services and also you're exceptional in your technical knowledge. Once all of these are being made and you're being nominated to the program, then you go through some series of screening, where you be asked to write a couple of essays, basically showing proofs of what you've done in the MVP life, or proof of what you've done to the community and what you've done, in terms technical wise also. And after that, it's not something that you are giving because you want it. I call this a privilege. It's a privilege to serve. It's a privilege to be put, to be given this award so that you can also do much more. Talk directly with product owners to basically improve, the adoption of this technology and basically improve people in your community leveraging, this award.
Thank you, Toby. I had some network glitches over there. I'm not so sure if it's from my end, but I just want to go back to the comment section and do some shout out to everyone joining us. I appreciate you all. I see Felix. Just want to show this Felix. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Omolola Alfred, thanks. MVP, sir. Thank you very much. I see right here, Amarachi, thanks for the support always. We are live and direct. Yes, we are live and direct. And I want to also do a lot of shout out to each and every one. There's MVP label on Toby's head, please. This is interesting. I can't see the MVP label, but I mean, people already see that. Oh, Oluwafemi Precious, and I will write it on my head when I get mine. Oh, I mean, it's something you should be proud of, and we are always proud of. We celebrate all MVPs. Do all you can to celebrate it because you deserve it. And Latif Balogun, thank you, exceptional MVP. Kudos. We'll come back here. Please drop your questions and also reaction in the comment section. And do like and share this video with other people as we move to the next question. And just before that, I want to summarize again what Toby talked about MVP program in case the network issue is from his end, meaning you might not hear clearly just the way I couldn't hear some part of it. MVP program is a program from Microsoft. So Microsoft MVP. We've learned about who an MVP is, someone who is technically sound and who gives back to community. Then the program is program put together by Microsoft to confer or to award that title, Microsoft MVP, to an individual. It runs for a year, meaning it's renewable every year. So if you're an MVP, you don't just remain there. You are being challenged to continue to do more. So what you do for a year counts for you for your renewal. So you can't say, oh, 3 years ago I did this. That should count for me. No. So it's in every year that you do the work that will count for you to get renewed. It has some benefit that comes with it. We'll talk about a few of them, and I'm also going to show you how the site and how to register. He also mentioned that you need to get nominated either by an MVP or by a Microsoft employee. So when I see your technical community contribution, you are interested in joining, you can reach out to me. I can do a referral for you. Toby is right here now. He can do a referral for you. Another interesting thing here is before I left the MVP program, I'm an ex MVP now, and I'm excited about this. I was an MVP for business application, and after I left, there was literally no MVP business application in Nigeria. For the past 6 months now, and since I joined Microsoft, and right there we have Toby. So that's why I'm really excited, super pumped that yes, we have MVP in business application, which is the Power Platform now, and we have two. We have Ibrahim Ido, and we also have Oluwatobi. We're happy because now we have more technical commitments and to the growth of this community. Let's move to the next question here, which is what is community service to you? And this is personal. Is Oluwatobi now? What do you think from your own side? What is community service to you? It means many things to many people, but what is it to you?
All right, thank you for that question. So to me, community service just means giving back. Like in simple terms, I say it as you are giving back. You are giving back the little knowledge you have. You are giving back. If definitely, I do call my little knowledge because I see myself pretty young in the industry. If you've been there for a while and you are very good, you're giving back that mass amount of knowledge. So basically, my what community service is giving back. And mind you, when I say community service, it doesn't mean oh you gather all of the community members together and you're teaching them or educating them. No, when you impact, when you empower just one person around you, that's community service. So it's all about giving back. That's what I term community service. And for me, how my journey to the community service started was I joined the Power Platform space. And I didn't know anything about community. I knew nothing. I was just an intern and all of that. It was later on, towards the ending of last year, I came across a community on Telegram, and I was really passionate about it because I saw people sharing ideas, sharing knowledge with one another. Not even like, oh, you must pay me if I share my knowledge with you. No, everybody willing to share knowledge. And even within the Microsoft, there's a mass, I'll call that one of those welcoming community. Just drop a question there. You see people ready to answer, you ready to respond, educate you. So that was one of the things that pumped me and also gave me that passion and that that zeal to also impact others. And from there, I joined some communities, though they are mostly Asians. Then later I found out about the community in Nigeria. I wasn't aware initially. Then I found out about the community in Nigeria. And if you're not aware, please go and join the community now if you're not part of the community. So I joined the community in Nigeria and I was passionate about it. Then I saw, oh, they're having a boot camp coming up. And I'm like, wow, this is an opportunity for me to share my little knowledge. I was not even a year in our Power Platform then. So I saw that as an opportunity to share my little knowledge. I submitted the section, I was selected, and I was privileged to share my knowledge with those people. And it didn't stop there. I was like, wow, this actually is nice. Empowering people, educating people. And one thing about community services, when you do that, you're actually indirectly pushing yourself to be better. Because when you teach someone today, you don't want to come back and meet them that same way you left them. So you definitely want to go back and do more work on yourself so that when you're coming back, you're much more better than the last person that came. So that was another thing. So it was also something that spurred me to also grow, really grow really fast within a short period. And I went on to submit to other places, speak at other events. But basically, that was how my community service all started. And I was also privileged to be selected as a community leader. I think around June this year, I was selected to be one of the leading or people leading the Nigerian Power Platform community. So basically, that's my community journey, and that's what I termed community service. Basically, giving back, empowering the little people around you, the person around you, the person next to you, your brother, your siblings, your neighbor, your co-workers, but basically people around you, you're empowering them. And if you're privileged to empower people way outside your league, sure, that's also community service. So that's my definition of community service.
Wow, very, very interesting to see what community service mean to you. And to everyone joining us, tell us, what does community service mean to you? For me personally, which also resonate with what you've mentioned, Oluwatobi, it's about helping others. So I see it as it's a bit personal to me. If you want to fight poverty, you don't fight poverty by just giving back food. Okay, let me put it this way: if you give a beggar money, that beggar go back there the next day, you still find the beggar there, right there, and repeatedly, all the beggars you still find them there. But when you give a beggar skill, If you go back to that beggar after some months, that beggar would not have, changed his status from a beggar to someone who is now doing something. He or she would have even become an employer of labor, because maybe he or she now has an apprentice, working with him or whoever the team he or she has put together. So what this means is, when you go to the community, do something that can truly change and transform their life, and not just something that change their status for one moment and the other they are back to the to square one. And community service literally means that to me. How can I change people's life permanently? In a way that, in a way that they are more improved than where they were coming from. And what has worked for me is skill, to be very honest. The moment you change someone by empowering them with skill, that person's life and story has changed forever. I have been changed by learning, skilling up, by people, by attending programs that people organize. And I know that if I go back and teach this same thing that is changing my career, teach more people and help them to learn, their career can also change. And that way their story actually changes. So community service to me actually means fighting poverty. That's the easiest way for me today, because when you're skilled enough, you get job. When you get job and you're still skillful, you get promoted. And when you're skillful, you get better at what you do and become a leader. So literally, I see community service as that channel, that platform that enables me to reach out and change, my immediate environment by equipping people with skill to be better. So that is my reason. And I see a lot of people dropping while what community service means to them. For example, Amara, she right here, she says community service is helping others in a bid to make them grow, and they grow up to become people of value to others and the community. Amazing. This is the spirit that Microsoft is looking for. I also see Oluwafem Precious as a community service is the bedrock for growth of self and everyone around you. Oh my God, you are eating the point. There's something called crabs network. When you put 3 or 4 crabs together in a hole or in a basket, you realize that none of them can get out of it. Why? Because as one is trying to move out, the other is drawing them back. The only way to make them survive is when you pull one out, be pulling them one by one, and take them along with you. So, and that's exactly what Precious is talking about here. Not just yourself, but everyone around you. Because if you grow and you leave everyone around you, without growth, they will end up coming back to haunt you, because nothing seems to be moving. Progress is not just about you making progress; it's about helping others. Show other people love. This is our way of showing some people love, by helping them to grow. Thank you. And I see Frank Felix also drop his own. I see community service as being a root node. Hey, don't make me laugh too much, Felix. I see community service as being a root node in a network to empower other nodes to transform to root nodes. Guys, you see, this is the fun of community. The same message you are passing there, and I love this illustration, is using the technical terms in networking. The root nodes spread to others, and when you empower others and make them to become root node, they also spread out to others and strengthen the community. Thank you very much, Precious. From Felix, as we move on to the next session. So moving on to next is exact story. And at this point, I'm going to share with us how to become. Okay. First, we want to listen to Oluwatobi's story. How did you get to become MVP? What literally happened? What did you do? And you can summarize this like in 2-3 minutes for us.
Okay, thank you. So let me just go back a bit. I came into the Power Platform journey. I think March 23rd. I think I dropped a tweet about that. March 23rd as an intern. That's when I just literally came to the space. They were coming to the space. I met an amazing team. I met an amazing person. That person was the person who onboarded me to the Power Platform. The Power Platform tools and all of that. Yeah, she happens to be it. So shout out to Mola for everybody. So
Amazing. Obalala Fresh, shout out to you. Shout out to you.
she onboarded me to the Power Platform, and within a week, I think a week so, she showed me in and out of Power Platform, and we grew together because she was actually new also to the Power Platform. She just joined also, but she joined, like a week before I joined, so she already knew some things about it before myself. So she onboarded me. I joined the Power Platform, and one funny thing was we were just thrown on live projects. We are interns and we are thrown on projects that were delivering to customers, not demo projects. Projects that were going to deliver to customers, and the project was like a little bit much. I was actually pretty much, and it's actually pushed us to actually learn a lot. But mind you, during all of this time, I didn't know. We didn't even know about the community, that there was a community. So after a couple of months there, we left, and I actually was, back home for a while. I didn't have anything I was doing at the moment, but I had to step out of where I was at that point and just go back and but during that period, I grew a lot. So that's one thing that led to my growth, so self development. So I really pushed myself. I wrote a Nobel certification within that period. That before I got another offer, but then I didn't have any work. So this pushed me to one of the lessons I do push out to people. Presently, you might not be doing much, and you're like, oh, can I even start this MVP journey at all? Yes, you can. You can start by self learning, by pushing yourself, by learning, by developing yourself each day. Have a roadmap. Where are you going to? What do you want to achieve in so amount of time? What do I want to achieve in so amount of years? I did a section named before beyond me. So I have a target that, I want to do this at so time. I want to get this at so time, and that literally pushes you to be a better version of yourself. And during that period, I now came across a community. But then the community I came across was Asian guys and mostly Indians on Telegram. And I saw they were sharing knowledge between themselves. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. So I joined them. I started sharing my knowledge there. So you see someone come and ask a question, I quickly answer the question. Somebody else come and ask another question. I don't even know the question, but I know it's something around Power Platform. I go and browse about it, learn about it, read up about it. I come back, answer the question. Then I come back again. Basically, questions keep coming, questions doesn't end. People asking questions. Then later, I think about a month later, I found out about the Nigerian community. And like, wow, so we even have a community in Nigeria. And that was when I joined the community as a member. I joined the WhatsApp group, sharing knowledge, sharing Nigeria. We also had the Telegram group where we're sharing knowledge, people asking questions. I also even joined the Microsoft community, and we have a Microsoft community, and I was asking some questions. But basically, all of these questions, they're making me grow. They're making me, become better of myself. And then I was like, wow, this is nice, but why don't you build more communities in Africa? Then I thought of, then I saw someone building a section or doing a section in Cameroon late last year. Then I applied that, I'm ready to contribute to that, share my knowledge at no cost. And they accepted me and they did a boot camp for a couple of days. And I joined them, I contributed, I taught, I empowered people. And one of them happens to even be employed at the moment in Cameroon, a lady in Cameroon. I think she still congratulated me about a week ago, this week earlier. So and she's currently working. And fast forward to this year, boot camp came, a lot of boot camp, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And I saw there's an opportunity to give to the community, to empower people. And I applied, I submitted sections. When I submitted topics that, I would like to speak on so and so, and they review it, and like, this is nice, you can come in and speak. And I was selected, I spoke at the Global Power Platform in Nigeria, I spoke at Global Power Platform, I think somewhere in US and another one in Germany this year. And I was just privileged to have that opportunity. And all of this from me, like it's really gave me that ginger to, wow, this is actually nice. This is me contributing to the community. This is me empowering people. And who I'm empowering, I'm seeing the relevance. I'm seeing them grow. I'm seeing them get jobs. I'm seeing them get empowered. Some of them even grow to become leaders and also empower people that are under them. And that's my joy. Like that enough is a joy to me, and that will make me do much more. Then fast forward, I became a community leader in the Nigerian leader community. Then later on, I was reached out to by a number of MVPs. I was like, oh, Toby, we see what you do it's for the community. We see, all of the things you do, and that now pushes me to talk about what you do. It's not about the grams and all of that, but empower people. And some of these things. When I talk about me empowering people, it's empower people to also empower people too. So talk a bit about what you do. You don't have to do it for the grams, do it to empower people, do it to inspire people. This show with myself and what we have, it's not because we want to show, we've been MVPs before and all of that. It's because we want to empower people, we want to inspire people, we want people to know, this is possible, this is a reward for that giving back you do. So talk about what you do, either on LinkedIn, on Twitter, talk about what you do, empower people and also talk about what you do. Then fast forward, I was nominated. I was asked to submit a couple of essays, show proof of things I've done, and early this week, I was just at my workplace doing one or two, and I was wanted to check my mail for something. I just checked my mail and I saw, oh, congratulations, you're now an MVP. I'm like, wow. And that's basically my journey. Yeah, like what it has been like this.
Amazing. It's really interesting to listen to your journey, Toby. Especially you started your journey last year around March, and the journey has a new B, and a year less than 2 years, he is now an MVP. That is huge growth to career. And before I move on to talk about how to become an MVP, where I'm going to share more details with you, I would like us to have a short video break, just 16 seconds, and we go back. Welcome back. I mean, it's been a really exciting period for me, and also to share with you how do people join the Microsoft Most Valuable Professional Program. In case you're just joining us, welcome. This is Oluwatobi Yusuf, the latest MVP business application in Nigeria. I know you have many questions. Please do ask. I believe that this session we have right now, this question will really help you and answer your question. Here it is. How do people join the Microsoft Most Valuable Professional Program? And to make this a bit more practical and realistic for you, we join the MVP side of the program. First, you have to be nominated, either an MVP or a Microsoft employee. Like Toby have said, he was nominated. And what are the other things you need to also know? What does Microsoft take an MVP to be? What it takes to become an MVP? From Microsoft perspective, these are the things. You must be able to demonstrate community leadership and influence, and that is true what you are doing as part of the community. I see many of you guys, already doing that online. You are taking the lead on some initiatives. You are pulling some things. You are supporting others. Yes, that is good. Second is technical community, technical expert. Whatsoever tools
Right. Okay, since Olariwaju is off, so basically, we was talking about the technical expertise. So once you're an expert in the tool, you have to be an expert in the tool. Like if they're picking, for example, myself, I'm an expert using the Power Platform tool. If you're an expert using a particular tool, then it's also a criteria and also community service. So for me, it was speaking at events. So community service is not just about speaking. Some people speak, some people write blogs, some people also go for conferences, and some people actually even do YouTube video. Some of people I even call as mentors, like some other Rewaju. I also have other people I call as mentors, not around, and they're also MVPs. In the Power Platform space, and what they do is they upload videos, they release content for free on YouTube for people to get empowered, to do all of this. So what we're just simply saying is you must show community service. So community service could be either through speaking, it could be through speaking engagement, through writing, that's like blog posts. It doesn't matter the channel. And one good thing about being a Microsoft MP is it's not compulsory to use a Microsoft platform to write. No, I've not written on the Microsoft platform. I use Medium to write, and I've seen people use different kind of things to write. So you can use whatever tool you have to use to write. Then also dropping content, basically dropping content either through writing or through videos. And once you do that, also showing your technical expertise. So mind you, please, you don't pick a part and neglect the other part. No, it's not done like that. You don't say you speak at events, but technically wise, you're not good enough. Then no, for you to be an MVP, you must be exceptional in both areas. In that tool you use, you must be an expert. You must really stand out. And in that, and in that a speaking engagement, you must be someone who give to the community. And you're not giving because you want to get paid. You're not giving because you want to be acknowledged. You're giving because you have the passion for it. You have the love for it, and that's when you're being recognized. It's not about doing it for the grams, like I said. No. So that will answer the question about getting into the MVP program. And like I said, you have to be nominated. So for a Microsoft MVP, you have to be nominated either by a Microsoft employee. Myself, I was nominated by a Microsoft employee in the name of David Abu, and he's someone I'm sure a lot of people know him, and it's really an honor being nominated by David Abu, the old David Abu. So you can be nominated by Microsoft employee, or you can be nominated by MVP. So like myself, I can nominate if I see someone who has fulfilled all of these criteria. So you can nominate in either of these ways. Then also, then once you have been nominated, then you have been you move to the next stage. You're not just being nominated and you get it. No, it doesn't work like that. So you move to the next stage. Next stage is then you sorry. Next stage is then you writing a couple of essays, you have been asked some questions, basically filling some essays, just to show that you have all of these things you prove or you claim to have. So you have been asked all of these things, all of these questions, what have you done to your community, what are the proofs you've done. And once you've done that and all your, you check all of those boxes, just sit back and you will receive a congratulatory mail, just like myself. So I think I apologize for the network interruption from Olariwaju. Okay, so I'll be moving on to the next question that we have here is and I think that's what we just answered. How do you join how do you join the MVP program? So basically you get nominated, you do all of those essays, showing all of the proofs and if all of those but mind you, it's not just a week process, it takes like a month or a couple of months and all of that. So once you do that, you're into the program. Then yes, now to the final or to one of our to another question. As an MVP, how can people collaborate with you for growth? Okay, so yeah, collaboration definitely I'm open to that. I'm open to collaborating with a number of people. In short, to anybody as long as you are ready to give to the community. And the goal of whatever you're doing is not about just doing it for grants, like I do say, or doing it for show. The purpose behind what you're doing is to impact, is to empower, and to eliminate poverty. That's also a way of eliminating poverty in Nigeria. Then definitely I'm able to collaborate with you. You can reach out to me either on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I think Olaiwaju will drop that post. But you can reach me on Twitter at Oluwatobi Yusuf underscore at Oluwatobi Yusuf underscore. That's my Twitter handle. And on LinkedIn, just search for Oluwatobi Yusuf. I think my name actually comes up first. So you just search for me on Oluwatobi Yusuf. Or you can actually just go to Google and search for Oluwatobi Yusuf. I should come up. Okay, so that's how you can reach out to me. So you can reach out to me either through LinkedIn or through Twitter. So either of those platforms, you can reach out to me. Okay, then okay, so I'll be taking more questions. So I'll be checking the chats now for questions. So if you have questions, oh yes, individual to the world. So thanks. I see a lot of people. I see a lot of comments here, and I apologize once again for the network issue from Olariwaju's end. If you have any questions, please you can ask and you can drop your questions. So thanks to all of the congratulatory mails or to all of the comments. I'm seeing all of those. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, so I'm saying Omla, I'm saying Felix, I'm saying Adiyemi, I'm saying Mayowa, I'm saying Latif. I'm not able to call everybody, but I appreciate you and I'm deeply honored, for you guys coming up to this to celebrate this with me. Okay, so I'm seeing a question. So it just is a little bit tiny. Okay, can one only can sorry can more than one person get nominated for subcategory MVP, and how many subcategory MVPs are there? Okay, so there are a lot of categories. For me, I'm under the business application. So business application has to do with building application wise. We have Olariwaju here. Thanks for joining us back. So I was answering.
Apologies.
Okay.
Apologies.
So
My I didn't know my video went off network. So I sincerely apologize for that. Back here. Can you summarize where where you lost me. I was trying to show the site and the program, what it takes to be an MVP.
Oh yes, you're actually showing us the how to apply to the program, or basically you're showing us the platform, the MVP platform, the homepage.
Okay, okay. Can you see my screen right now? I just want to share it again.
Oh, it's not yet on.
Okay, I was there, right?
Okay, just a minute. I can't see that yet. Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I apologize for the network challenge. I'm back now. So to become an MVP, you have to be nominated by either a Microsoft employee uh, an already existing MVP. Oluwatobi is one now, and I'm sure he's going to grow that community for us in Nigeria. And what does it take to become an MVP from Microsoft side? And this is exactly what you see here. You must be able to demonstrate community leadership and influence, by giving back to the community, by supporting other people's program, by influencing others to join the community. You must be a technical expert. And here, I want you to know that you don't have to know everything before you are a technical expert. You have to choose one knowledge area and learn and grow and teach others in that area. And you must advocate for the community, not to just be the community of your own and you are in silo. You should be part of a whole community that you are promoting their events, you are being part of them as well, and contribute to the success of Microsoft products. Because for Microsoft, they literally ask questions, feedback from the use of their product and services so that they can improve on it. Everything you've seen in Microsoft today are result of people saying, I want this, and people vote for it and they actually get it into those products. And you don't have to become an MVP by writing code alone. So these are ways. Some people contribute to projects by writing code, open source projects, they contribute, which are Microsoft inclined, they contribute to it, and they get awarded for MVP. Some by just helping others. There are some projects that they contribute to, which may be company project or other policies, setting up server, maybe for NGO, for example, is open project. So you support that project by doing your own part. And also, some can be content creation. For example, most of the things I do and some of us do is content creation, and that can be through blog post or video content, or or you host events. It could be content creation. Generally, things that are content creation could be articles, could be books, but you have huge number of people you are imparting through that activity. That is one. And speaking engagement. Everyone around me, we always have content creation and speaking engagement as part of our profile. We speak to impart more others in events. My very first event was in November 2020. Funyola Jiribelu literally pulled me in to the MCT West Africa event. And I was like, I've never spoken at an event like this before, but I had to literally go and practice what I need to talk. I don't even know it. I practiced, I did demo repeatedly, then I came in and deliver, and it was great. So don't shy away from the opportunity to teach others what you know. As a matter of fact, many a times it is at that moment you learn it more and you master it. So that's the spirit of advocacy. Live coders, some people are so much interested in teaching coding live, like on Twitch. People are just joining and they're coding with you live. I mean, that kind of contribution is also notable because it's building people's skill, and learning how to code faster, better, can also get them job, yeah, better, faster. Let's look quickly at Nigeria. Here is MVP we have in Nigeria. There are 15 in number. You won't see my name there. You won't see David Abu there because we are no longer an MVP. We are a Microsoft employee. And once you join that program, you drop MVP title and you become an ex-MVP. But once an MVP is always an MVP. Toby, you need to update your profile picture. You see, Toby is business application, which is Power Apps, Power Automate. Power BI is part of it. Just that in the past, Power BI is always regarded as data platform, and that's why you see Adewale Yusuf, Ahmed Ilowo, Ayodeji Folarin, David Brown. They are on that data platform, including even Michael Olafusi. We see Samuel Samson Amaugo, who is in developer technologies. We see as CTO of Ashem, Olajumoke Olasunbo Turiola, which is MJ. She's into Microsoft 365 apps and services. We have Bro Luasheyi, Victor Momo, who is primarily in Excel. You see Victor Ujo Ogundele, who is in Excel, is a financial modeler. Congratulations to you, Victor. He was awarded the financial modeler of the trainer of the year award. And we have Microsoft Azure platform as well. So while we have few platforms represented in Nigeria. We just have 15 MVP in a nation with over 200 million people. Imagine what these people will do. We need more. And here are the categories, in case you are wondering. If you use AI, use Azure platform to build AI solutions, and you are teaching people how to do cognitive service and the rest, you can actually get nominated and awarded MVP in AI. Let me just zoom so that we can see those award category. We have business applications, which is the Power Platform, low code, no code. If you're into cloud and data center management, and you're also doing what you need to do to contribute to the community and teach people about it, you can get awarded there. Data platform, which is the Power BI and Synapse Analytics, and all those cloud storages, that's data platform. Developer technologies are more technical related. We build codes, you do .NET, you fall in this category. Enterprise mobility is about all these Intune, Microsoft Intune, MDM packages and the rest. If you're into those things and you teach people and you drive a community around it, then you can be nominated there. Internet of Things, IoT, in case that's your expertise, and you do a lot of learning online and you teach people, that's another category. M365 apps and services, literally the Excel, the PowerPoint, all those apps that we use, Teams, that is that category. If you train people in setting things up in using those tools, you can get awarded in that category. Microsoft 365 development, you're wondering what's the difference here? Development is developer who is using the Microsoft 365 program to build apps and services into the ecosystem. For example, we have the ongoing 30 days of graphs, which has started November 1st. We're teaching people how to leverage the graph network. Graph network is the database. Yes, if I put it that way, database for Office 365 apps and services. Everything you do and you interact with, the data are stored as graph network data. And we are teaching people how to use that to build apps and services that millions of people can use. So if you are part of that kind of boot camp that is going on, 30 days of learning Microsoft 365 graphs, and you learn and you see, oh, I love this and I'm able to do this, let me teach others. As you continue in that area and you are teaching people and you are contributing to that community, you can be nominated and awarded M365 Development MVP. Microsoft Azure, in case you have this huge knowledge of Azure Cloud in terms of administration, in terms of security, and you teach people, yep, you can be nominated. Mixed reality is there. Security aspect is also there. Security does not have to be cloud alone, can also be on on-prem solutions and services, or cut across all Microsoft 365 or Microsoft Cloud. We have Windows and devices for IT. We also have people who are specialized in that area, networking, and we have Windows development, building apps and services on Windows. We award MVP there. See, there are diverse ways to become MVP, but you have to choose one of these areas. It doesn't have to be, oh, I use Tableau, can I be an MVP? No, it has to be Microsoft product before you can be awarded that Microsoft MVP program. Right. I think I've said some things around this, and if there are questions, we'll take them shortly. Lastly, to Oluwatobi, as we move here, as an MVP, now you're an MVP, we're happy to have you. How can people collaborate with you for growth? And we want to see how we can support you more, or how we can open up more community, more opportunity for you. What kind of opportunity are you looking for? And we want to contribute to it.
Okay, so I think I did a bit of I literally answered that. Just before you came back in, but just to talk,
Ah,
yeah, no problem. Let's talk about that. Like I said, as long as you have a project, or as long as you are ready to empower, you have a program to empower people, to educate people, and to make people better off than how they were. And you're not doing this for just grants. You're not just doing this for just the fun for the fun of it, just just to catch crews and all of that kind of thing. But you are doing this to empower people and to educate people. Then definitely, I'm available for you to collaborate with me. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn and just check for Oluwatobi Yusuf on LinkedIn. My name usually pops up. So I check
sorry,
for.
I lost Oluwatobi. Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes,
you're
I can
back.
hear the line is a bit shaky.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Just search for Oluwatobi. Oluwatobi Yusuf. You'll find me on LinkedIn. Where you might later drop the link to my bio. You can also check for me on Twitter at Oluwatobi Yusuf underscore. You can reach out to me on any of these platforms, or through my mail, yusufoluwatobi21@gmail.com. Any of this platform, I'm ready to collaborate as long as we are, like I said, we are ready to empower, we are ready to impact, we are ready to educate people to become better off, leveraging the Power Platform, leveraging business application in the Microsoft space, then definitely I'm open to collaborating with anybody. I'm open to the growth of the community or the adoption or the growth of the adoption of all of this technology in Africa and in Nigeria as a whole, and even outside. If you have if you intend to collaborate with me, I'm also open to that.
Thank you very much, Oluwatobi, for coming up on this show. I see one question which I hope I've answered. Can more than one person get nominated for a subcategory of MVP? More than one person? Yes, we can have. Say we can have 20, 50 MVPs in data platform. We can have as many as possible. It's just, do they show the trait and characteristics? If they're doing the work, then nominated, they will give you the award. There's no cap on, oh, we only need 50 or we only need 3 MVP for Microsoft Business Application. No. Or across all those categories, we can have as many as possible as far as people are doing the work and they meet those criteria. Second thing is we can get nominated for more than one categories. I've seen people that have about MVP in three
Three
areas.
areas.
MVP in business
MVP business
application,
application,
MVP in
MVP in
Azure.
Azure.
Sorry, I see some the MVP in business application, MVP in Azure Cloud, MVP in other maybe like Microsoft 365, because they've contributed to those different products from Microsoft. Very good question. Thank you very much. You are asking a very important question. Where are the women? Right here, we have just one here, which is Olajumoke Sumbo Toriola. Before we had Olajide Bello, who is now in in the UK, in Ireland. But it's a concern, and that is why I'm hoping that this session will inspire you. More women within the Nigerian community. We are trying our best to get more women into this program, and we want more women. And I'm even making a call, you know, for women who are interested in community activities. Please reach out. The women are coming, but we want you to show up on time. Reach out if you need mentorship support. We are here to offer that. By the way, we have some women whom we've nominated, and in a couple of months, we hope they get into the program. But we want more. You know, that is a way to have that inclusion. Right now, it's not appearing there is any inclusion here because it's only one woman in Nigeria, one woman in Nigeria that's an MVP. That is not fair. And we want to host the next show featuring more women. And do reach out to us if you're interested in mentorship around this program. What are the benefits of MVP? First, I'm just going to highlight some. The MVP title actually comes with some things, and that is what I want to show us here. When you get awarded an MVP, you get a plaque from Satya Nadella and the MVP team. I love this a lot. It's very heavy, and for the number of years you keep getting your MVP, this will keep coming for you for the years, and you can keep stacking them here, and you can stack up to 10, I think, something like that. And from there, you get another one of I think so. You get another one, you keep stacking again. So on a yearly basis, you get this you get this for the very first year
Yeah,
alongside with
alongside with
this.
this.
And going
And going
forward, you
forward,
keep
you keep
getting, I'm getting some echo. That's why I'm muting Oluwatobi Yusuf. Maybe two devices are connected and one is louding. This Oluwatobi Yusuf gets his own. Not just this, you will get MVP ID and get this letter from Satya Nadella, who is the chairman and CEO of Microsoft. Here's my name there when I was awarded MVP. And also, you get a card, you get some services for free. For example, depending on your domain, you get LinkedIn Premium for free. The LinkedIn Premium title will give you access to LinkedIn Learning and others. You get some other services in terms of partnership with other products. For example, Camtasia. I use Camtasia Premium for free when I was MVP. And now I think Microsoft is giving Clipchamp. Clipchamp is a new video editing solution from Microsoft. They acquired it, a year ago, and now it's part of what they give to MVP. So when you get awarded MVP, you have this application which is on Windows, 11, and you can easily edit and use the premium feature to build more content for the community. And beyond that, the MVP title is also a key that opens global, opportunities for you. If you're an MVP, your organization will be proud of you, and you literally put up yourself out there. more companies, more consulting companies, technology companies, trust your knowledge now and trust your expertise, because Microsoft has awarded you that title. It shows that they vetted you to be a strong technical community expert, and you also give back to the community. No matter what you do today, there's always that point of fulfillment. You are living your philanthropy life early. That's it. The likes of Bill Gates, now many of them, when they are attaining an age, they say, "Oh, I'm giving this share of my money, this share of my fund, to support an NGO." But you are already doing that now by giving your time, by giving your skills, and many others. So I will not. There are still more benefits, but I've just talked about those few things. MVP literally changed people's title. It changed their career. It changed the job opportunity that comes their way. And we don't fight for MVP. We don't try to become MVP because of those things. They're just benefit that comes in. It is the passion that is driving us, and I want you to have more of this spirit and keep giving more back to the community. I want to say thank you, everyone, for staying tuned and being part of this. I appreciate you all. We come to the end of the MVP show today. And to say goodbye, we're going to play a video. But before then, Olotobi,
And
do you
Oluwatobi,
have
do you
anything to
have
say?
anything to
I'm
say?
still getting the
I'm still
echo
getting the
from my
echo
end.
from my end. All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah,
but
I
your
can
video
hear
is
you, but your
off.
video is off. Okay. Sorry, I
Oh, you can go
apologize.
ahead
Okay, go
and
ahead
talk
and
in
talk
case
in
you're
case
having
you are
challenge
having
with your
just
video.
a thank you note. Thanks to everybody for being here. Oh, I apologize for the video. So thanks to everybody for being here. I really appreciate you all for staying back. And just a word of encouragement. I did this. You also can do it. I'm not any better. I'm not. I don't have to say it. I'm just about to be. I'm sure a lot of people saw my data first, and you will definitely see me in many events to come. I'm just a young boy growing up. So please, if I can do this, you also can do it. That's just my word of encouragement to you all. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you,
Awesome. Thank you,
Latobi. And
Oluwatobi. And
to call
to
this a day, we're just going to play back the video. Thank you, everyone.